Now, for imaging, these are the properties that are important. It can penetrate wood, paper, textile, plastic, ceramics, and all that. It's absorbed by conductors of electricity, such as water, such as metal, things like that. In fact, your microwave is the same thing. Microwave is absorbed by polar bodies. That's why your water gets heated up. That's why you're not supposed to put in metallic containers, because the metal will heat up. And then, because it's a conductor, it may conduct with the heating element in the microwave, cause a short circuit. The energy corresponds to hydrogen bonds van der Waals. This is not so important. Imaging is absorbed differently by different tissues, so there's a characteristic signature. So because of the signature, you can distinguish. In fact, terahertz imaging of the bone show that there are 3 different layers. And when I read the article and see the picture, wow, it's fantastic. Quite amazing. And then terahertz shows something called Rayleigh scattering. Rayleigh scattering is like light. If you shine a torchlight in darkness, you'll find that you can see clearly the margins, the outline, everything. So that is called Rayleigh scattering. If there is no Rayleigh scattering, it will be like a blur picture. Okay, you get a clear picture if there is Rayleigh scattering. So that's the properties it used for imaging the body. How about for therapeutics, for healing purposes? Well, the very important thing is that it's non-ionizing. It's very low energy. It penetrates all material that are non-conductors. Similarly, absorbed by polar compounds. This thing is important. Bonds and van der Waals forces. If terahertz water works, it's because of this. So, what are hydrogen bonds? Hydrogen bonds are bonds, very weak bonds. If you study chemistry, then molecules are made up of atoms combined together, right? They're attracted to one another. What's the name called? It's a bond that binds, and it's a very strong bond. Like common salt is sodium and chlorine, and salt is so different, sodium and chlorine, because they're combined very tightly together and have different properties. Hydrogen bonds are a bit different. Hydrogen bonds are the kind of bonds that you have when molecules are together. You know, protein is made up of very elongated chemical, which are then folded together. And you know protein has shape, right? And protein can sit on a receptor, sit on anything. The shape must fit with the shape of the receptor. The receptor is also a protein. Whatever that sits on the receptor must also be a protein with a certain shape that can match. So the protein can maintain this shape because when it's folded, it's hydrogen bonds that keep it together, that maintain the shape. So this is different from the bonds that unite elements together in a molecule. These are weaker forces than van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces are about the same degree of intensity as hydrogen bonds. Van der Waals forces are seen mostly to do with water. Ordinary water, for example, have van der Waals forces that attract the molecules together. So water cluster. So I'm sure you have seen water when after you put water in a glass and then you pour it out, you find that a lot of water still stick by the side, right? What we call the surface tension. This is the force that causes the surface tension, that causes molecules to stick together. You see? So in terahertz water, we break up the van der Waals. So the water now, instead of clustering, is in sheets. It's more available, right? It has more energy. So terahertz can change the shape of molecule because of of its ability to break up hydrogen bonds and van der Waals forces. And of course, human cells resonate at the same frequency. And because of this, it can regulate biological systems. That's the important thing. And that's why you all have all the benefits that Terahertz devices give you.